Hey everyone, welcome to TD3, the last one of the semester. I know, horrible news. You guys will get over it, I promise, especially because summer is coming up in just about 2, 3 weeks now. So, all excited about that. But today we're going to be talking about website development with Wix. It's just one of those many platforms like Squarespace or WordPress, but we think it offers a different set of tools that might be helpful to you more so than a small business or something. So without further ado, let's just get into it. And if you see some foreshadowing down there in the credits, you'll see that it says there's directors of IT. That's a little sneak peek to what we might get into later. So stick around. So a lot of you might ask, why would we want to use Wix? Why not, make a website yourself? We learned that in our classes. Why not use Squarespace on those other platforms like WordPress that we learned in class? And that's because Wix has just like Thunkable from TD1. It's a wonderful low code solution. You don't have to get a textbook and find out what HTML tags you're missing if you want to make a website. You can just do it within 30 minutes, get yourself something that you like, and then put it out there. Like I said, it's simple websites, easy to maintain, and most importantly, easy to launch. So maybe you just want to get your name out there as fast as you can. You don't have to be bogged down by, trying to learn something new. You can just, jump in with both your feet. And, it's kind of like that agile mindset that we try to instill in us ourselves in the MIS major, just because, we got to be constantly moving rather than working and planning on one single thing forever and not actually getting out there. But also it's just really easy to customize and easy to pick up. It did not took me like no time at all, so I'm sure you guys won't really have much trouble. Now, just want to look at our agenda today. This is going to be like the last two, mostly a hands-on type of workshop. This slideshow, it's pretty small, so most of our work is just going to be you can follow along with me or do something different than Deliverable. But before we do that, we're going to just compare it to some of the other platforms, and then after that, we're going to be going through our last upcoming events and a few announcements at the end. All right, I'm going to cover this in Deliverable too, but just before we get started, I want to briefly just go over how to access Wix. It's really easy. All you got to do is go to the Wix homepage and click the button in the upper right corner on sign in or login. You can either have to sign up and create a new account if you don't have one, but it's really easy. All you have to do is enter your email address and password. You don't even have to verify it to immediately start working. It's super easy. It'll just be brought to your dashboard after that. But I'll go through all this in the actual video. That's it. All right, so you might be asking, kind of like I referenced before, why would we use Wix over the other ones that we're being taught, or the AIS website that's built on Squarespace? Why didn't we go through that? And that's mostly because these platforms are very similar, but they have different sets of pros and cons to each of them. Wix is really nice because it's pretty customizable compared to Squarespace and WordPress. Definitely more so than WordPress. I think WordPress is a little stingent, but maybe it's just the ways that I've been using it recently. But mostly the big thing is that it's free. Unlike it has the polished look of Squarespace, but you don't have to pay for it immediately. So you can kind of, like I said, you can just get your work out there without having to worry about all the barriers to entry. Now WordPress is also free, it's open source, but I think it's a little wonky personally. But there are a lot of plugins and there's so many developers that have used it. So it's definitely a strong competitor, but I personally like Wix more. All right, like I said, we're just going to get right into the deliverable. This is going to be hands-on work rather than just you listen to a lecture. If you guys want to follow what I do, I'm going to make like a personal portfolio, kind of like the portfolios we've done. But you can follow with me. You can do something else you want. You'll make a full small business website. Choice is yours. All you have to do is submit that link at the end into the Google Forms and you submit. But yeah, let's get right into it. My e-portfolio. Right. If you guys didn't know, like you don't have to be doing exactly what I'm doing. I just want to make a portfolio because I think it's going to help, and I think you guys will gain something from that. But you can make this anything you want. All I guys, I just want to be able to check out your guys' websites at the end and see what you came up with. But like I said, do what you want. But you can follow me if you want. We'll click next, and now we load. Like, okay, so it asks you to pick a theme. There are a lot more than 6 themes. They just give you like 6 random ones to start. So, you know, maybe I'm a little biased because of AIS, but I'm going to pick with the evolution one. I like these the blues and the whites. I'll pick that. I'm just going to click continue, but obviously you can change all these things later. All right. Sometimes these things may take a second to load because it's it's a whole editor. All right. So I don't really know which one I love. I'm probably going to honestly delete everything once I begin. So I'm just going to pick this one because I like the header that it's blue. And these I'm probably going to add some of these later, but I don't want. I'm just going to skip this now, just because I want to show you guys how to add pages like in real time without having to go through this setup process again. All right, so you can see we're brought into this main stage. And then you can look at add here, you can add sections, or you can add a page, or the apps I talked about, like the chat feature and stuff like that. But also to add, you can just see, where is it? There may be too many things on this page already. Goodness. But yeah, that section page. But if you let me just I'm talking to myself. Let me before I start trying to add things. I don't need all this. I don't need a huge banner to tell me about myself. So I'm probably gonna delete all this, but before I do that, I will show you guys you can like move sections up and down with these little arrows. I'm just gonna like reorder them. You can see now it's goodness gracious. Now it's down here. I don't need help. Get away. So if you want to rearrange your sections, super easy to do. Is click these move up and down things. But I don't need this, so I'm just gonna hover over here on the 3 buttons and click delete. And I'm gonna do this for each one of these. I'm probably going to add some of these things back, honestly, but I just want to show you guys, how to do this with a blank slate. So, before I make things pretty, a good strategy for, anybody designing, I'd say get your content first and then go through your themes and pick stuff like that. So I'm just going to give me like a welcome section, maybe one with a photo, just so I can have a picture of myself or something like that. I like this one. I'm just gonna add that section. I don't need to have introducing because this is in the stage. So I'm just gonna have my name. And wow, that is lifetime creations. That's a little much. Oh goodness. Okay. You can see like when you click, I'm sorry, I'm not talking to this as much. You can see this is the sidebar that opens up whenever you're editing a section. They're going to be different based on what type of section it is. You can click a section design here, so you can get different types. You can also change just the colors or whatever you want to do. You can see like I can click customize section design. I can change the colors, the text settings, the media itself. But first of all, I gotta change this picture because that's not me. So I'm gonna do that. You can see you can either hover over this and click replace, or you can go to the settings. I'm just gonna click replace. It should bring up, this is the media section. You can upload media with this button. But there's also recommended ones from Wix already. So if you want to use that, go ahead. But I'm just going to just going to upload media. I'm just going to pick my headshot. because I feel like that's probably the most apt thing to do for portfolio. All right. And you can see you can crop this if you want, but I've already cropped it to what I like, so I'm just going to keep it as is. You can do more from this if you want. You can also rename the photos, that type of stuff. Now I'm just going to click apply. And we have a headshot. Wonderful, wonderful. I want to have a little description just so I can explain what this portfolio is about. But as you can see, like it also like just gives you text to start. Honestly, it's not a bad starter paragraph, but I'd recommend you just make your own. So I'm just I'm gonna write something real cute. A little all right. That sounds good enough. This is a writing class, so I'm not gonna judge anybody based on what they write. So don't pay attention to me. This is unimportant. All right. Here's the thing. Let me first go to look at my themes. I kind of want to change the colors of the site because I like the color green a lot. So I'm probably just gonna do this but green. Oh, what is all that dookie brown? Ridiculous. Oh, sorry. Okay, so you can see when you go into the colors here, got a little distracted by the color green. I'm sorry. You can see when you go into here, you can pick your main color. I picked green just because I like that. You can also click this little plus symbol to create custom colors. You can get like the actual hex values, all that great stuff. So I'm gonna get a nice little, get a better green. A nice dark green. That's nice. I like that. All right. Now you can see you get a few palettes. You can edit and create ones yourself, but these are probably good enough for me. I'm just gonna go. That seems to be a decent one. Yeah, for sure. And then there's also different color modes. You can have a light, dark mix. You can see it automatically updates and shows me the difference. And then coloration level, plain, tinted, colorful, vibrant. These things, they don't change a whole lot, but they make a difference. So I'm gonna make this. I want to show off a little more green. I don't know what this is all lame like this. What is the difference between the mix right now? That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to say that. Oh, that's a little too much. It's a little too much. But that text is hard to read. Go down a little deeper. Ooh, that's a nice green. That's a nice green, baby. We're gonna keep that for sure. All right, that's wonderful. So I like that palette now. I'm gonna keep it like this. I like these colors. And I'll just keep the theme because I kind of like this text. But you can, if you want, you can obviously change the font to different things. It automatically updates, but I kind of like the evolution one, to be honest. So I'm gonna stick with that. You can see you can also why is it not updated? Oh, you can also like increase the text size. We're able to read it more. Honestly, it's probably a good thing to do just for like the sake of accessibility. So I'm gonna make this probably large. Yeah, that's a good spot. But you guys can do whatever you want. So I'm done with the theme now. I like the way it looks. I'm gonna X out of that. I like this color. Big fan. Like the green. I will say though, I want to change this color a little bit on here. Oh, yeah. So you can see they have like tons of options you can pick from. I'm gonna go with this one because I like green still, but it's a little bit lighter. I want to have a difference between the header and like the actual first thing to say. All right. Now people can look at my face, but I should add some sort of contact information. Before I do that, I want to just mention, the header and the footer here. You can customize all this stuff. You can see homes right here. When you make new pages, it'll automatically, connect it to that menu. If you want to edit this stuff, you can, put taglines in here. You can put a logo image. Let's put that. Yeah, you can see your little logo there if you want. You can have like taglines. I don't know which one is it. Yeah, learn about my career. Honestly, yeah, I don't need a tagline. This is a portfolio. But I'm gonna add the site email though, so people can contact me. Actually, I'm gonna keep all that contact stuff at the bottom. I'm going to, yeah, honestly, I'm gonna get rid of the social links there. I'm gonna have them. Oh goodness, what is this? Now. Actually, do I want them there? Yeah, sure, just so people can go up and down. In the footer though, I'm going to put more there because I should have the full email and everything down here so people can easily contact me. Social accounts for sure, for sure. You can see you can have the copyright message down at the bottom. I'm just gonna keep it as is because yeah, it's accurate. Proud Wix lover right here. But yeah. So now that I have this picture up, I'm going to make a quick contact section. See when you can click add section, there is an absolute ridiculous amount of them available to you. Obviously, you can edit them, but even within each one of these, they have a bunch of different styles. So I'm going to do contact just because I want people to easily, get in touch with me because it's the point of a portfolio, isn't it? So let me add something real quick. For me, a lot of these have maps too. I don't think it's really that important unless I would like just like, oh, I'm here in Philly. So it's really not a huge deal, but in case you want it. All right, I'm going to just pick this one. All right. So obviously, like you can change this image. It's not really that relevant, but it's got numbers, and people are going to be typing the numbers to me. So that's all right. That works with me. See, there's already a form set up. You can click on this and edit it directly. But I don't really need to do that because this already has the things I need. Should I have a description? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, more email stuff. No, I wish that was like a little bit closer. Actually, I already have them at the header and the footer. I don't need to have this stuff. No, I'm gonna hide my phone. Yeah. What did I just do? Can I click Control Z? All right, I did something. Taking away these two. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna keep this as is because I like it. Keep messing things up. So all right. Now people have a way to easily get in touch with me. We got this landing page, but I want to show. Well, first of all, this is contact page in here. All right, whatever. Before we go further, I want to show you guys that you can, well, first of all, you can show this in desktop and mobile view. Oh, it's gonna take a second. So, Wix changes everything to, move when, to change based on the type of device they're on. So it's nothing you really have to worry about, but, take a look at it just in case maybe something looks really off. Now, under my little head right here, the top right is the preview button. Click that because I want to see what people see when they come to the site. So I'm just going to open this page to put their stuff in here, click the submit button, got my links right here. And click contact, it'll just take you down the page here. I'm not sure if I really want to have this contact header up here just because people can scroll 3 seconds. It's not really that difficult. So I'm gonna see if I can get rid of that real quick. So I'm gonna have just my pages up there. Yeah, I don't need this. But I am gonna add a new menu item. Add a new page. All right, I'm just gonna go through the actual way. So I want to make a new page to show off some of my work or like some of my work experience, that type of stuff. It's a portfolio without your work. So I'm just gonna add a page, and like I said before, there's a bunch of them. Let me see which ones I will use. I know that there is a. All right, I'm just gonna make it. I'm gonna make it blank to start before I have to think about all that. So add that blank page. Yes, I'm gonna keep going. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? No, it's so far out. But I'm gonna click the add section and click CV because it's cover letter. And it's kind of like a pseudo resume. I'm a big fan of this format that they have, so I'm going to the top one, honestly. So I like the squares, I like the contrast. Now, obviously, I'm not a project manager or assistant coordinator, so you have to like change these things to who you are. So I would do that if I were you. If you're making a portfolio with me, that is. You can like change all these things individually. You can add another full description, add media if you want. Oh, this is taking a second to load. Yeah, I don't think it's that necessary. But I'm gonna change the colors of this a little bit because I want to be a little bit lighter. I'll go with this one because I don't like when it's the same color as the header. It just kind of bothers me. So I'll just do the white instead. And we still got the green. Gotta have that. Gotta love it. You can see it's just this blank page up here. So before I make all the content, I'm just gonna rename that because I should. So I can either mouse over here, do site menu. You can also go through, other ways. But I'm just gonna rename this with 3 dots to work experience. Or I'll just do my work. Yeah, that's great. That's lovely. That'll work. Now, in the my work section, so I'm going to have this resume type thing first. I'm not going to go through the effort of filling these all out because you're not here to watch me make my portfolio. Here to learn how to make something yourself. So act like I am a project manager. I don't have the attire for it. I'm sorry. But under this, I mean, not everybody's going to be able to do this, but thankfully I can post these workshops. I can put them on here as my work. So a fun way to do that is just to add another section and add video, because this will let you embed content from other sites, from just like YouTube, upload videos yourself. So I'm just going to what's media? Oh, okay, that's like that. I'm gonna find a nice little format. I'll go with this one. Obviously, you guys can change anything you want. All right. Now, there's a subtitle here. I'm gonna technical development workshops. Now you can add a paragraph if you want. Give yourself a little more description. The video, the musical settings, you can just click on this for replace. And you can search to find YouTube videos. I didn't even know you could search for it. That's so much cooler. Let me just look up Temple TV. These people are a lot more popular than me, so they can afford to show up a little bit more in the search. That's gonna be nicer if you have other videos. I'm gonna go into settings here and just get the video URL, because that's just gonna be easier for me. So I'm just gonna go to YouTube, search the wonderful Temple AIS YouTube, and let's see this young dashing fellow. Don't worry, I'm not gonna play. You don't have to hear me 3 times. Let me just click share, copy this link, and boom, she's right there. She's already in there. That's wonderful. Well, that's a lot. We're going back to the box. That was filthy. Now, this would obviously be a little nicer if, I made good thumbnails, but let me preview and see how this looks on the site. So we're here, you get a home, get the full shebang of me, see my pretty little face. You go to the resume, you can see the work that I've done, and wow, a technical development workshop. That's crazy. You better have all gone to that. I'm not gonna threaten you anymore. Right, I'm done with that. So I'm gonna click at it again. And honestly, I think there's definitely more I can add here. Let me look through the sections. Oh, wonderful. So yeah, I'm still learning new things about Wix, to be honest. It's a great site because there's just so much available to you that's already been like pre-configured. But this is the files thing. So if I can, put like my resume or a cover letter here if I want. So let me do that. Let me do one. This should be. Found out. um, yeah, you had to click the link button. I didn't do that. Here we are. Document, select file, upload. Uh, put a nice old resume in there for garbage purposes. Here we are. Just gonna click apply. Yep, and it's gonna link to that. Wonderful. Sick. All right, let's preview this. Let's see if that functions correctly. Oh my god. My old bad resume. I got it, guys. Don't worry. This is wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah. All right, let's get back to the site. To be honest, I think I could change some of the colors here. Maybe fix some accessibility things, do little fine tweaks, but this is mainly what I wanted. Just having this home and just having a nice home, people would contact you, see your work. So if you guys did this, that's wonderful. If you did something else, also wonderful. I'm just going to go ahead and click publish. So you just got to click that. And then give yourself a domain. So I'm just going to make this a portfolio. Nice. Now this is free. To get a custom domain, you have to actually pay for that, which is I wouldn't recommend it if you just want to have a nice little portfolio to put around. So I'm just going to click publish and continue. And now it's live online. Let me click view site. Oh wow, oh wow, it's real. You don't have to do anything, worry about the hosting. That's it. It's done. You have a website. That's why these low code, no code things. I've mentioned them in TD1 this semester, but it's not just for making apps; it's for making websites too. There's just so many more tools now available to you guys to actually use this stuff and get something out of it. Obviously, this is not super polished, so I'm probably going to trash this once I'm done. But honestly, there's a good chance I'll use words to make my own actual portfolio after I'm at a temple. But yeah, I hope you guys got something out of this. All I ask you to do is send me that link to your website within the Google form when you submit this deliverable. Thank you guys all for sticking around. I hope this wasn't too heady and you can not get too distracted by me getting distracted. So yeah, thanks for coming to TD3. Hope you guys have a wonderful night, wonderful finals week, everything that's coming up. I'm sure you guys are stressed, and I hope this wasn't something that just made everything worse. And once again, thank you. I've already said that 30 times, so I'm just going to cut this here, but I might even have another thank you after this. We'll see. But yeah, that's Tanner from now signing off. Thanks, guys. All right, now that that's over with, let's get into some of the upcoming events. We're closing at the end of the year, so not going to be many, but I just want to let you guys know. So first up, next Monday, we're going to be having Keith and Jardy come for the Speaker Series 8, the last one of the semester. He's a great speaker, and he's helped out AIS up before, so I'd really glad to see him. That's going to be happening in Ultra 33 like normal, just 12 to 1. And then we had the block cleanup. Some of you might have been there yesterday, but we also had the second one next Saturday morning. That's going to count as your community service event. And if you don't have one yet, you need one of those to get the Pro Points credit. So I would, make sure you do that. You sign up in the midweek, the scope, everything, we always put out. And now, I know you might have seen the name before, but I need to let you guys know that we have a different IT director coming in next year. I know your hearts are broken. I'm not going to be here next year. Not at least not in this position. I'll be in the building. You can still think I'm like really the cool IT guy. But you know, I'm not going to be heading this. Instead, my lovely friend and talented MIS major, Rahman Mohammed, he will be coming in, taking my position. I have so much faith in him and what he's going to bring to the table. He's super excited about all this, and you know, I'm going to give him a little time to introduce himself. But yeah, all right, go ahead, Rahman.
Wasn't Tanner's TD great? Hey guys, Rahman Mohammed here, new director of IT. Feel free to reach out. I'm excited to work on these TDs with you guys next year.
Thank you, Rahman. Highly informative. Appreciate it. uh, but yeah, you know, before I close this out, guys, you know, I just really want to thank you all again, not just for coming out, you know, to this workshop, and obviously if you have any questions, just email me like always. But I just want to thank you for, you know, the time that all of you members have put into AIS. Joining this organization was definitely the best decision I could have made within my time here at Temple, and the kindness that everyone in the MIS department has shown me is made it so much of a more stellar college experience than some of the other people I know have faced. And I really would not be in the same positions that I am without you guys. So I really do appreciate it. You have a wonderful summer, and hopefully I'll see a bunch of you next year. So see you guys.